180. 80. Bandit.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Bravo. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check 13. Check 13.
Rosen will throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 30. Yard line at the 34.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go. And read. Right 58, right there. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. but that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. Johnson's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Jacobs now. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. All right, here's right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 33.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
26 Mike. Watch the run. 2 times. Everyone got 4 down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When the rep, let's go right here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go play action. It's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On third down, Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on.
They're going for it. It's Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run it with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Running is Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And going deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Murray again, second and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of it, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Murray now, caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They try again with Lewis. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Monday.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground is Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Chubb. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
To throw again on second down, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. Come on. Check three.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He is going to find Hill here. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Murray now on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. Keep quarter.
Five.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Sink. Hustle.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That one complete to Hill. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, it's Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat it?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Nice, sweetheart.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Chubb. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got 4. Alert, alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to be caught from Brown's touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Chubb, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now it's Rosen looking, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set, hut. 91. Hut, go. Come on, set. 6 to Pittsburgh. Here we go. Hit the flat. Hut, hut. Set, ready. 30 base. Hut, go. Ready, ready. Ready. Let's go now. 10, Tuscan. Great stone. Travel. Set, hut. Let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 80 weapon. Ready. Return! 32! Right on! Ready, ready! 60 outlaw! Ready, go! Ready, set! Here we go! Here we go! And read! Set go! Ready! 18 Gator, 18 Gator! Here we go! Set! 10, Lomo! Ready, ready! Set! 60 yard! Ready? Right! Set up! Ready! Set, cut. Okay, ready. Hey, go. Set, hut. 91. On the double. Hut, hut. Ready up. 61. Match box. Light.